Hi guys, so today I am here with a new name video for you, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite name topics, and that is biblical baby names. I love names from the Bible. I love really ancient names, names that have a lot of history, and names that have really great stories behind them. So obviously I'm going to love biblical names since most of these names are really old, thousands of years old, and a lot of them have such great stories with them. I am breaking this video up into two parts. I'm going to do one video for girls and one video for boys because I couldn't narrow it down to just 10 names for girls and 10 names for boys. So I'm going to do one video for girls and then another for boys. So today I am going to start with the girls' names, and I have 15 girls' names I want to share with you. So I am just going to jump right in, and at number 15 I have Miriam. Miriam is the original Hebrew form of Mary, and in the Old Testament Miriam was a prophetess and the sister of Moses and Aaron. I think Miriam is such a beautiful name. I think it's very underused. Personally, I would probably use Muriel before I used Miriam just because it's a family name, but Miriam has been in my top 10 in the past, and I would love to meet a little girl named Miriam. At number 14, I have one that I just recently came across, and it is actually a place name. For those of you who know me, you know that I love place names, and that is Arimathea. Arimathea is a place name. It's a city in Judea in the Bible. There's a man named Joseph of Arimathea who donates his tomb to Jesus, and other than in the Bible there is no record of this place. So it's kind of like a mysterious place, but I think it would fit in with girls' names today. Kind of names like Aria or Theodora. You could get the nickname Aria, or you could get the nickname Thea. Arimathea. I just think it sounds like a princess. I think it is so pretty, and I love the mystery of not knowing where it was or having no record of it other than in the Bible. I think that's kind of cool. At number 13, I have Keturah. Keturah is a gorgeous name. It's a Hebrew name and it means incense. And Keturah was the wife of Abraham. After Sarah died, he remarried and he married Keturah. And Keturah and Abraham had 6 sons together. My friend Elena is going to use this name for her daughter, and it's just so beautiful. Number 12, I have another place name, and that is Bethlehem. Bethlehem is, of course, the village where Jesus was born, and Bethlehem is a Hebrew name, and it means house of bread. I think this could be a really interesting alternative to Elizabeth or Bethany if you want to get the nickname Beth, and you're a little bit more adventurous in your naming choices. At number 11, I have Tabitha. Tabitha is gorgeous. It's an Aramaic name and it means gazelle. I love biblical names because there are so many different origins, so many different languages that the names come from. They can be Hebrew or Latin or Greek or Aramaic or even Egyptian. So that's something that I love about biblical names. And Tabitha was a woman in the New Testament who was raised from the dead by Peter. At number 10, I have Jemima. Jemima is so cute. I love that you could get the nicknames Jem or Gemma. That makes it sound a little more modern. It's a Hebrew name and it means dove, which is a gorgeous meaning. So you could even use the nickname Dove. And Jemima was the eldest of the 3 beautiful daughters of Job. At number 9, I have a name that I love and I think is so fun to say, and that is Hephzibah. Hephzibah, I love it so much. It is so out there and unique. It has a lot of different nickname possibilities like Heppy or Zippy. A really fun name. It's a Hebrew name and it means my delight is in her, so it's got a great meaning. And Hephzibah was a queen in the Old Testament. Number 8, I have Asenath. Asenath. That is such a different sounding name. It's definitely not like anything that you hear today. It's an Egyptian name and it means devoted to the goddess Neith. And this was the Egyptian wife of Joseph and the mother of his 2 sons. I've loved this name for a really long time. I love the AZ spelling, although some people spell it AS as well. Number 7 is Priscilla. Priscilla is a Roman diminutive of the name Prisca, which means ancient. And a fun fact about this name is that originally in Latin it would have been pronounced Priscilla because they didn't have that soft C sound that we have in English. I definitely prefer Priscilla to Priscilla. There's something just a lot more pleasing sounding about the name Priscilla compared to Priscilla. And Priscilla was an early Christian woman in the New Testament. At number 6, I have a name that I think is so underused and so pretty, and that is Jerusha. Jerusha. It's so gorgeous and it's easy to spell, easy to pronounce. It's a Hebrew name that means married. I think it would fit in really well with all the popular J names today, and she was a queen in the Old Testament. Another queen in the Old Testament was Mehetabel. Mehetabel is a name that I have been so in love with recently. It's a Hebrew name and it has an amazing meaning. It means God makes me happy. I don't think you could find a better meaning for a name than that. Mehetabel. It is so unique, but you could still use the nickname Bella. I love that about this name. The next name I have is Galilee. Oh my gosh. Galilee has the most beautiful lilting musical sound to it. Galilee. It's a Hebrew name and it means province, and of course this is the name of the place where Jesus grew up. I don't think you could go wrong with this name. I just think it is so beautiful. Number 3 is a name that I would absolutely consider using, and that is Hadassah. Hadassah is so gorgeous. It's a Hebrew name and it means myrtle tree, and this is actually the Hebrew name of Queen Esther from the Book of Esther in the Old Testament. And Hadassah, I just cannot say enough good things about it. It is so beautiful. There is a little bit of teasing potential because of a word that's contained in the middle of this name, but I could get past that so easily. I just think it is gorgeous. I love the story of Esther. I think she is such a great role model, such a great namesake, and I love this name. My second favorite biblical girl's name is Tzipporah. Tzipporah is a Hebrew name that means bird. She was the wife of Moses and the mother of his 2 sons, and I've loved this name for such a long time. Personally, I prefer the TZ spelling, but some people just like to spell it with just a Z. I like both spellings. I just think it's such a great name. And my favorite biblical girl's name is a lot more popular than most of the names on this list, and that is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is my mother's name. It's my grandmother's middle name. It's been the name of queens, of a lot of famous people, of just a lot of people that I have good associations with, and of course it's my mother's name and I would use it to honor her. I love the nickname Eliza. My mom goes by Liz, so I don't think that would get confusing if I did use this name. Elizabeth is a Hebrew name. It means God is my oath, and Elizabeth was the Virgin Mary's cousin, and she was the mother of John the Baptist. And Elizabeth, Mary actually goes to visit her while she's pregnant, and while Elizabeth is pregnant, and it's one of my absolute favorite parts of the Bible. I just think it is such a beautiful story when Mary goes to visit Elizabeth. It's one of my favorite parts of the Bible. And I just love the name. I love the name so much, and I love the nickname Eliza. So those are my favorite biblical girls' names. I would love to know what yours are. What biblical names do you love? Let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you next time for biblical boys' names. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.